Hey guys, welcome to The Sports Entertainer. We have a ton of major wrestling news to share with you guys today, but before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you never miss out on an episode. We start off today's wrestling news with quite an interesting story regarding a pretty big WWE star straight up threatening the cult of personality CM Punk, with this star basically insinuating that the next time they see CM Punk, it's on site. And that said WWE star is none other than Ryback, who, as most of you are probably aware, has had quite the beef with CM Punk ever since they feuded with each other years ago, pretty much 2012 or 2013 to be exact, so a long time ago, but clearly the bad feelings between Ryback and CM Punk are still very much real now at the end of 2023. Now, while most wrestling fans were literally ecstatic to see CM Punk make his truly long-awaited comeback to WWE at Survivor Series last weekend, not everyone in the back was very happy about it. Names like the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, and the same can now seemingly be said for even former WWE stars as well, who aren't even working for the company anymore. Even they aren't happy to see CM Punk back, and the former Intercontinental Champion Ryback clearly falls under that category. Now, we can't even show you guys the clip of Ryback going off on CM Punk that we're talking about here, because the clip features Ryback cussing CM Punk out every 2 or 3 words, but the general gist of it is this. Ryback was asked by a fan on his channel about CM Punk's WWE return, and he basically goes off on a tirade that the current WWE stars like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes should not let the lying sack of, you know what, CM Punk take their spots, with Ryback highlighting that CM Punk would eat them alive if they let him, with Ryback then mentioning that CM Punk basically is a manipulative you-know-what who created more hate for him, and that Ryback would essentially mess him up the moment he sees CM Punk again. Of course, the exact words Ryback used were a lot more tense and filled with swear words, but you get the idea. Ryback is beyond furious that CM Punk is back in WWE, and he wants a piece of the cult of personality the next time he sees him. Clearly, the rivalry between Ryback and CM Punk isn't over by any stretch, and if you guys are interested in hearing the big guy's version of this message for CM Punk, you guys can check out Ringside News' article titled "Ryback Threatens Bodily Harm to CM Punk," where the clip is featured. Crazy stuff. Now, Drew McIntyre has attempted to set fans straight after many began speculating that the former WWE champion took a shot at CM Punk on Monday Night Raw this week, and according to McIntyre, that isn't true, or at least McIntyre's comment could be directed at literally anyone in WWE. For those unaware of the context here, on Raw yesterday, Drew McIntyre cut a pretty intense promo, and many fans felt as though Drew was referencing CM Punk, when Drew was basically saying that some stars could just get fired or released, then do whatever they want outside of the company, and then simply waltz back into the WWE being forgiven for everything they have done. As you would expect, most fans believe McIntyre was clearly talking about CM Punk, because if not, the timing is perfect with Punk's return the other weekend at Survivor Series, not to mention the fact that Drew at least seemed a bit upset over Punk's return, as he vanished from the ring as quickly as possible before Punk's return, but Drew would take to Twitter just today actually, and say this message, quote, "Come on, I could be talking about anybody," with Drew basically putting out his reaction to the wrestling world speculating that McIntyre was taking a shot at CM Punk and his return. Now, of course, McIntyre isn't lying when he says he could be talking about anybody, but the timing is definitely funny if Drew wasn't specifically talking about CM Punk, because it does seem like that was the case. Now let us know if you guys think McIntyre was taking a subtle shot at Punk on Raw this week, or that he really could have been talking about anyone. If the latest news is true, then another major WWE star will be returning to action this week on Friday Night SmackDown, and that said major star is none other than the former WWE champion AJ Styles. For those of you who haven't heard, on the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer gave wrestling fans a huge update on AJ Styles' status in WWE, with Meltzer making it clear that AJ Styles is supposed to be returning to WWE this Friday on SmackDown. Here's what Meltzer said about the return of AJ Styles, quote, "By the way, AJ Styles is going to be back on Friday, or he's supposed to be back on Friday. You know, he was supposed to be back a couple weeks ago and wasn't back, but that's the plan right now." Now, AJ Styles has been absent from WWE since the September 22nd episode of SmackDown, where Styles was basically taken out by the Bloodlines, Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy Uso, with Styles being stretchered out of the arena that night. Let's hope these reports are true and AJ Styles is in fact on his way back to WWE this week on SmackDown, because by all means Styles would be a welcome addition of talent on the Blue brand, especially now that Randy Orton's back on the show. Now Jade Cargill made her thunderous debut in WWE at Fastlane 2023, and by all means fans were excited with Triple H's big signing for the women's division. However, Jade has yet to make her in-ring debut in WWE, and some fans are worried about that. However, Jade Cargill would address fans in a recent interview with the Dallas Morning News over their concerns about her, with Jade making it clear that we all need to be patient, quote, "So, you want me to reveal what we have in the works, it seems like. So, listen, I think the fan base should be patient. I think they need to understand we're making a diamond. We're creating something that's going to be a legacy. We're creating something that's going to create echoes and waves throughout not just the wrestling culture, but pop culture and beyond. They're setting me up for success. You shouldn't rush success." Jade would continue the interview by stressing that while fans should be patient, she's more than ready to take on everything in WWE. Quote, "I've been on TV in front of thousands of people several times. One thing I know how to do is entertain a crowd. And no one can say different. I can do that. The WWE Universe knows exactly what they're doing. I trust them. I believe in this system. And when they see me in that ring, understand, there's no turning back. WWE's believing in everything I'm doing, given me everything that I could fathom. And I'm going to be ready. I'm already ready. But again, it's on my time and everybody should be patient. And when I come, just understand I'm taking over." Now perhaps WWE are waiting for the 2024 Women's Royal Rumble to officially mark Jade Cargill's in-ring debut in the company, but hopefully it's sooner rather than later. Now Jey Uso has definitely gotten his whole Yeet catchphrase extremely over with wrestling fans, and that hilarious Fastlane 2023 press conference where Jey Uso made Cody Rhodes say his signature Yeet catchphrase will go down as one of the funniest moments in recent memory, but unfortunately as much as Yeet fits main event Jey Uso, we have some bad news regarding the term Yeet in WWE. If you hadn't known, a pro wrestler in Virginia named Casey Huffman has actually owned the trademark to the phrase Yeet since 2021, when it comes to entertainment services specifically regarding pro wrestling, so that means this is it for Jey Uso and Yeet. Now Jay's been using that term extensively over the past couple of years, even having a t-shirt released by WWE with the catchphrase on it, but that Yeet shirt of Jey Uso was blurred out on Raw this week because of this trademark issue, and moving forward, the whole main event moniker of Jey Uso will be the big part in his presentation and merchandise, so no more Yeet unfortunately in WWE. WrestleVotes put out a tweet summing up the situation with Yeet yesterday, with this being what WrestleVotes had to say on the matter. Quote, "As evident on Raw just now, I'm told WWE has found trademark issues with Jey Uso's Yeet. The word and merchandising will no longer be associated with Uso going forward." Definitely unfortunate news, as this phrase suited Jey Uso extremely well, but that's the end of Yeet in WWE sadly enough. Well guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.